Mental health and the happy pill. There are several commercials out for antidepressants. They seem to have one thing in common. People are out doing things. They are walking their pets, and they are out in the world dancing or doing something. In these commercials, function is shorthand for feeling well and healthy. We know this ourselves, and we are often happiest when we have time to be out in the world doing things. When we come up against some devastating condition that brings us pain and mental disorder, depression and anxiety are at epidemic proportions in our culture. By some estimates, 28% of us in the United States will suffer anxiety at some point in our lives. The lifetime risk for depression is 17%, meaning that 1 in 6 people will suffer from major depression sometime in their lives. At any given time, 6.7 million Americans are suffering from depression. Statistics from other countries are similar. So here we are, worldwide, millions of people are suffering and will suffer from these debilitating conditions. And what are the pharmaceuticals promising them? Subtly, they are promising that you will be able to get out and live your lives. You will be able to function if you use their product. The benefit of this life is the ability to get out and live it. The best results seem to come when people are balancing work, leisure, and self-care, when they are living their best lives. A recent study in the Journal of American Medical Association found that antidepressants were more effective for severe depression than when the condition was mild to moderate. Now, this got a lot of press, and maybe the interpretation that antidepressants weren't really that effective. It is very likely true that they do help sometimes, but you also have to wonder if it's the right treatment for the condition at other times. You have to ask several questions. Is this really depression? Do you have a good relationship with your physician? Do you trust him or her, and are you willing to try different options? Could talk therapy be more effective in helping you feel better? In the meantime, maybe incorporating some of the easy transformation ideas and doing more functionally balanced activities would help you recover more overall function. In terms of medications for many conditions, there are effects of long-term use that we have to deal with. The benefit of a medication is that it may help you get up and live your life. We don't necessarily benefit from a medication that just allows us to continue sitting on the couch and watching TV. If you are taking something like this, maybe you could consider this medication a support for living your best life, and this book to be your easy transformation guide to finding that path. This advice applies as much to a pain medication as it does to a medication for mental health. Use the medication to help you reclaim your life for as long as you have to. This advice notes that there is a possibility that you can work to reduce your dependency on medication. I do not advocate doing this on your own. There are many conditions where you may not be aware of the risks of starting or stopping medications or using dietary supplements which may have poor interactions with other medications you are taking. Your doctor or pharmacist are excellent resources for you as you decide what to do. The fact remains, if you are out in the world functioning, comfortable, and joyful, you may not need the medication as much. We have this tendency to consider ideas like chemical imbalance to be good reasons to be depressed. The thing that most clinical trials ignore is consciousness. It's as if we were all just chemical vats or test tubes, and the treatment will work in one person the same as another. It ignores the character of the human being to help guide and correct themselves. We are complex ecosystems which can be better understood by models like the Kraft model, but we are also much more than we can even understand.